Alright, this is the Enderman farm tutorial for people who want to farm Enderman. And also people who don't, but just ended on this in the suggestions. Hello. Hope you're having fun. Get some sleep. Make sure you're eating and drinking enough. And yeah, we'll get on with the video. So obviously, this is quite a few Endermen. Just a bit. My ears. My beautiful ears are being destroyed. So yeah, as you can see, you kill them, more come, it's kind of a problem. Anyway, so how do you get to building this? So the way these farms work is that there's things called endermites that spawn, like Bob here, when you throw an ender pearl. So there's a 1 in 20 chance, so I'm sure this will not take 3 million years. So if we throw ender pearls, there's a 1 in 20 chance of getting an endermite to spawn. And the unique thing about endermites is that endermen hate them. They might attack them, as in they definitely will, as long as they're within 64 blocks, which they always are on this platform. Ender pearl, where's my... Oh, there we go. So the endermen will always run to attack them. They don't seem to be bothered by these guys, they only care about the one in the middle. R.I.P., you know, he just wanted friends to attack him. So all you've got to do is get an endermite trapped in the middle. We name it so that it doesn't despawn, and it's in a minecart so it can't move, even if it wants to. And then all the endermen just run at it and fall down a giant tube to their demise, to get killed by us. And obviously if you want the ender pearls, collect them with hoppers, because otherwise this is going to get quite laggy. When you build this, you want to go 128 blocks away from the nearest land. So that's just to stop any of them spawning on that land instead of this. So obviously you're going to have to kill the ender dragon first, which is, you know, small, easy task. No problem. 10 out of 10. Right, but once you've done that very simple task, as you can see I've marked the kind of furthest out bit with this block, then you go 128 blocks away from that. So the reason we're using leaves on the floor, you can also use a block with a button on top, is that endermen don't spawn on these and they don't teleport to them as well. So once we are at our 128 blocks away from the nearest land, except we've got this here, but ignore it, we can just build a platform. So I like to leave 2 blocks of space around the outside, and how big it's going to be is, if you leave the 2 blocks of space, is a 9x9 platform. So we've got the middle, and then we just go out 4 blocks on each side. So if I show that here, there you go, 4 blocks each side, and then I'll just do diagonal so I actually know where I am. Okay, so we've got our 9x9 area, and then in the middle we just do a 3x3 area of hoppers, assuming you want to collect all the ender pearls, and there's going to be a lot of them. I'd actually do separate chests, because there's just going to be so much crap. So we'll do 3 chests off to the side. So we're leaving a 3x3 area in the middle 3, because that's where the hoppers go. And then I'll just do hoppers aiming into those chests, like so. Okay, now we want to go 43 blocks above these hoppers, because I worked out that was how far an enderman had to fall to be able to be one hit, even if you don't have a sword. Okay, so every 3 blocks up, you want to build a ring of blocks. You could also use leaves, just use anything, because that will stop them being able to go out the side because they're 3 blocks tall, and it will also stop them spawning on the outside. So you don't have to do a tube like that, it's just that that's quicker for me to do with commands. But if you're in survival and you want to use the least blocks possible, whatever you want, just do the blocks like this. So again, every 3 blocks we'll place a block, and we do that until we're 43 blocks above these blocks. Oh, one thing I forgot, you want to place buttons down on this platform, or just build it out of leaves to make it spawn proof. I'd recommend putting a fence around the outside to stop yourself just walking off the edge and dying with all your stuff. But you know, if you want to live the dangerous life, that's up to you. Okay, so for this bit you probably want to put some buttons around to stop endermen spawning on the blocks. So we've gone 43 blocks up, and again 3x3 hole in the middle, because that's where our hoppers are. Just makes it easier. So in the middle of this, you want to build up 3 blocks, and then we'll just put a rail with a minecart. And then we're just going to surround this minecart with blocks. And then we'll build up another set of blocks around it, like so. And actually at the bottom we want slabs so the Enderman can see it. So we'll just swap those out for slabs. And then put some buttons down so the top is spawn proof. And we're also going to add a ladder so we can get out. And now you're just going to throw ender pearls into this area until an endermite spawns. If you have armor with thorns or stuff like that, you probably want to get rid of it so that you don't accidentally kill the endermite when it spawns. So we'll just throw... Oh, also get a name tag ready for the endermite, so you can stop it despawning that way. I think it won't despawn if it's in a minecart anyway, but I'm not 100%, so just use a name tag, I guess, for security. Well, our minecart disappeared. I guess we'll have to push a new one in from the side. And apparently they can fit through half-block high spaces. Okay, so surround this with blocks and then put slabs down after the endermite has spawned. Go! There we go. Okay. The endermite should go in the minecart eventually. I don't know. That's up to him. Anytime you like, buddy. Anytime. Okay, if you hit the endermite, he goes in the minecart easier. You know, it only took 3,000 years to get that done. But yeah, once you got the endermite in the minecart, then everything else is easy. And now we're just going to build a platform around the outside. So the bigger this is, really the better. But if you just want to save some blocks, it doesn't really matter if it's small. Because the enderman will pretty much just run at the endermite and die straight away anyway. Okay, so we're just going to get rid of these buttons that were to stop them spawning originally. If you've got an elytra, fantastic, you can just fly off into the void. If you don't, then I suggest you use some water to get down to the platform below. Forgot a button, apparently. Adios, friend. So if we just wait, the enderman should spawn and they'll run at the endermite, and then they'll fly down the chute. So a good way to make them fall down more is to have trapdoors like so, because then they'll be more likely to run at him and then just fly off. Obviously I push that guy, but so they won't spawn while you're standing up here, so you just want to use some water or something to get down. Preferably don't do that, because that would be very bad. And yeah, now you've got a bunch of endermen. So we can not only farm a crazy amount of experience from this, we can also get a crazy amount of ender pearls. And they can't get out because it's a 2-block high gap. Sorry guys, you should have got shorter. Finally, I'm avenged for being a short person.